Hi and welcome to the weekly wrap-up with me, Martin Cloete, your host for Endorse Me. And this is where I take all the comments from social media and also normal media and just put them together and then just put my spin on them as well. So what caught my eye this week was the story on Fair Go about an insurance company, Partners Life, not paying a claim due to non-disclosure. Now when I watched this I thought, okay, it's really biased against the insurance companies, but at least the advisors will speak up on their Facebook page and make a few comments to give both sides of the coin. Didn't happen. They posted their comments, but Fair Go actually removed their comments. Now, why not show both sides of the coin? Why would you remove those comments? And why wouldn't you give stats about claims paid versus non-paid due to non-disclosure? They didn't. So why? They're trying to make it out that there's a 32-page booklet that you need to complete to get all the questions right. And if you miss any of those questions, then that's non-disclosure. First off, it's a 32-page application form, which maybe 2 of those pages are full of questions, from maybe 30 to 40 questions depending on the insurance company, that you need to read carefully. And you as a customer need to really read those questions, because if you miss any of those, then yes, that's a non-disclosure, but if any of those questions relate to you, you'll know. They then had a follow-up story the next week where their own staff at Fair Go tried to fill in these application forms, and they all made it out as if it is the worst thing they've ever done in their life. And the insurance company is trying to mislead you, and it's just too much for them. Well, one of the comments they said was, there are so many things in this application I don't understand, all the conditions, the names. Why would it bother you if you don't have that condition? Why do you need to know what it is? Just say no and move on. Stop trying to make the consumer the end all and be all, and try to put both sides of the stories together. This actually was sparked by a comment from Bruce Cortese, who said, look, he actually went on the Facebook page from Fair Go and said, try to back the advisors and say, well, they're doing a good service, empathetic to the cause of the customer that lost out, but trying to say that the advisors are doing a great job. Fair Go removed that comment, along with a lot of other advisors. And I don't understand for the life of me why they don't just have all the comments on there. Jon-Paul Hale, Gareth Dobson and Tim Fairbrother also commented, and there was a lot of likes from you, the consumers, and also from the professionals, which just tells me that this is a really interesting subject and a sensitive subject, and I'd like to hear comments as well. So please leave your comments below, and we'll try and take it a little bit further if we can. Next up is a huge congratulations for Chris Kennedy and the team at Harcourts. They've been voted the most trusted brand in real estate for the 6th year running. That's right, 6 years in a row, they're the most trusted brand in real estate. Awesome achievement, guys. It just shows that you're doing the right things. The people trust you. I like your brand, it's really good as well. But the voice of the customer is the one that is the most important, and it seems like you're hitting that home all the way. So great job, and keep up the good work. I just want to give a shout out to Lisa Mead and Jaden Dixon, who both joined Endorse Me last week and created a free profile. Thanks guys, and we look forward to working with you, and thanks for taking the first steps to get some more exposure. Now there was a post about Luke Kimmies who said what to post on LinkedIn and what not to post. It basically comes down to posting content that people want to read. If you're doing videos, make sure it's targeted to the audience, and make sure that it's something relevant. It's not going to be for everyone what you're doing, but someone out there's going to watch it. So he basically just said, make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons and not just for the likes and the comments because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I fully agree with that. I want people to put as much content on LinkedIn that is valuable to everyone. Don't just post stuff about anything that you think might be relevant, but make sure you do it at the right audience, and make sure it's something that we want to see, something we want to read, and comment on things that put your opinion on them. Now, a lot of the time I see comments from people just saying great work or good post or great pick. It's going to come to a point where LinkedIn is going to take those away and actually penalize you for having those comments on your posts. It's not just coming, I think it's almost here. So make sure that you're doing the right thing by adding value to people's comments and not just putting simple comments on them. So what else caught my eye? Lauren Young, who is a senior mortgage advisor at SuperCity Mortgages, posted an article about the OCR, the official cash rate, staying at 1.75%, and what this means for the mortgage rates. The Reserve Bank and the Reserve Bank Governor, Adrian Orr, also commented saying, look, it can go up or down, the next rise or fall, but they always say that, so pinch of salt. But he also warned against the rates might rise for banks because of the cost of lending. Lauren made a good comment in saying that the banks are really competitive at this stage, so if you're looking for a good rate, you need to negotiate with them, and she's been able to get really good rates for their customers. So again, hits the point about having a great mortgage advisor, and she seems to be one of them. So if you want to get good rates, just hit her up at SuperCity Mortgages and see if she can get great rates for you. And now for my favorite segment, it's the tech update. So Apple announced they're going to launch some software that's going to allow them to track your usage on your phone to just show you how addicted you are to your iPhone. They said that users need to know how much time they're spending on their phones and to just try and be a bit more healthy. They're trying to move to be the first ones to do this, but then in the same breath, in the same week, they actually announced that they're going to upgrade their augmented reality, they're going to use your phone to play games with each other, and it's just going to help you engage more with your phone, which is kind of counterintuitive to the first comment they made. And there's a lot of other tech updates that are going to come out as well, which is going to make you more addictive to your phone. So the fact that they said, look, we want you to be aware of what you're doing is great, but I can imagine some die-hard iPhone fans out there will go and buy the iPhone just for that reason, to say, look, I've got these new updates and it's great because I can see how much I'm doing on my phone. Just to say I'm one of them. It's a bit like Fitbit when it came out. Everybody had a craze about knowing exactly how many steps you're doing and how much exercise you're doing, until you felt guilty for not doing those exercises. What did you do with it? Took it off and threw it away. So, I don't know, your opinion. That's it for me, guys. Until next week, any comments, leave them down below and subscribe to our channel. See you next week.